People intensified counter blockade at Khumbong after a truck driver was hit by a bullet near Awangkhul in None last night. IBSD and Inter-American University of Puerto Rico signed MOU to develop bioresources in the Northeast region. National Students Union of India to launch protest against draft national education policy to hold consultation programs in Manipur. And FC Jalan's Southern Hills enter quarterfinals of 60th CC Mid, beating Klasa Kaino 3-2. Hello and welcome. You're watching Impact Primetime News. I'm Butchi Manambam with the top stories. People intensified counter-economic blockade at Khumbong Bazaar today and destroyed goods including food and essential commodities being transported to hill districts. The move came in the wake of firing by suspected supporters of the economic blockade on the loaded trucks coming towards Imphal last night. A truck driver was injured in the firing that occurred around 10:30 p.m. The incident happened in an area which is about 6 kilometers of Awangkhul under None police station. The truck bearing registration number MN01AA0169 was carrying cement bags for Border Security Force BSF. The injured driver is identified as Khulem Ibom Cha of Khaidem Awanglekai under Patsui police station. The miscreants took advantage of darkness and lapses in security. He said he heard a loud noise and thought a tire got punctured. When he looked backward to see if the vehicle behind him had a punctured tire, he was hit in the right arm. A large number of Khaidem and Khumbong came out and stopped all kinds of passenger vehicles coming from Imphal at Khumbong Bazaar. They pulled down goods including vegetables from the vehicles and destroyed them.
Security kitang lalli lan ma digi aise lok ta thawga ma di thawai mang ba yai khallaga aijo sing de wasalaga di kitang mon kitang hing ba gi chance do kitang lai gadra na sing de wasalage na aise pora pone se upsalaga aise khuna ma ni stai paraga khud ye sina chela kanna ne le loi ko ne le aduga ai plus kaw yo khallai tre isang chu moi wakhalai tre aise dili ma se sina mi sulo jang re aduga aise aur laka se da kilometer ani mu thoga da aise se kanto kanda kar senge senga padagi aise samla ka gula ko ma ka ne wayang ba ka jaga ma aduda pagi ayar bi thara mai tikre moi wang du da gi aise smasi wang malai hai ban nangaroi khalaga ai laka se da ne yo da se da mai ti ne ai kum da ka sara ai mai pale harga ai lambi da khama ta.
Wife of the injured driver Khulem Ranjana condemned the attack on a truck driver who is trying to make ends meet. She urged the government to identify those involved in the firing. Drivers who risk their lives by plying on national highways which are in deplorable condition and experience frequent bunds and blockades have expressed their desire to form a drivers organization which will look after their well-being. Drivers of vehicles which are now stranded at Jiribam have expressed that they are facing the hardships due to bunds and blockades. However, the people always target them during blockades.
adum ba amana present oyen ba ade ekoi driver dagi qualify oiba adagi graduate lawyer ba dama am yauri driver da adu dagi matik saba secretary oiba secretary oiba ngamba masana songtore ka jo koi driver dagi mayam changdra collection targa sima oyen jaba to akoi oidama na ju ai yaning di haidaba adugumba nipa amba secretary oyen ba.
Institute of Bioresources and Sustainable Development, IBSD, a National Institute of Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, and Inter-American University of Puerto Rico, United States of America today signed an international memorandum of understanding at the IBSD headquarters in Imphal. Director IBSD, Professor Dinabandhu Sahu, who led the Indian delegation, emphasized unique bioresources of this region. He was hopeful that the MOU will focus on joint research and development of science and technology for sustainable utilization of the bioresources. This will be brought about by collaborative research and development (R&D) between IBSD and Inter-American University of Puerto Rico, and would also involve exchange of researchers from scientists to students. The American delegation was led by Chancellor and Inter-American University of Puerto Rico Professor Juan A. Negron Barrios. He said the unique bioresources of Northeast region can be complemented by the state-of-art technology for sustainable utilization to bring about prosperity in the region. The other member of the American delegation was Professor Alok Arun of the Institute of Sustainable Biotechnology, Inter-American University of Puerto Rico, while the Indian delegation also include Professor Ira A. Levine, University of Southern Maine, United States of America, who is also a Fulbright Distinguished Chair at IBSD.
We also think it's an opportunity to do research, to do development. We believe that you can have research, you can have development, you can use high technology, but you must be responsible with the environment. So we also believe in sustainable use of those resources.
Chief Minister Primibobi will inaugurate the newly created Tecnopal district on December 15, and preparations for the inauguration are in full swing. Tecnopal District Celebration Committee told the media today that the inauguration of the district will be held in a grand manner at Tecnopal. The committee said cultural dances of different communities will also be held to welcome the Chief Minister and his cabinet colleagues, and appealed to all village chiefs, chairmen, village authority members, CSO leaders, villagers and other stakeholders of the new district to attend the inaugural program and witness the historic occasion. National Students Union of India (NSUI) will launch protest against the new draft National Education Policy 2016 of the Indian government. Speaking to media persons at Hotel Imphal, President of NSUI Amrita Dhawan said they are conducting consultation programs across the country regarding the new draft policy, and it will be held in Manipur tomorrow. She said the policy is aimed at privatization and is against students from poor background. Stakeholders were not consulted, and it is a copy and paste document of the RSS. Amrita Dhawan further said the new policy does not allow student organizations to have their base on the campus of educational institutions. This kind of policy, which discourages the students, is not good for India.
RSS, BJP has always been anti-marginalized people, anti-backward people, because they do not want the backward section of a student gets the equal opportunity, they get equal access to the education. And it is making education unaffordable. Without talking to student community, without even talking to the student political organizations, on what grounds did they send these inputs on the website? That shows that the government intention is clear, that they do not want to listen to anyone. They do not want people to give their inputs. We are not going to.
The sum said students who failed in Class 10 examination conducted by schools should be allowed to appear in the exam to be conducted by Board of Secondary Education Manipur BOSEM. General Secretary of the Assam EN edition today told the media that by not allowing the students to sit in the board examination because they failed in the school examination, the authorities are violating the natural rights of the students. He also urged the school authorities to take steps so that these students can appear in the board exam. Edition also appealed to the government to intervene in the matter and allow them sit in the board examination. He said parents of students from Christ Jyoti School, Mantripukri, Catholic School, Kanchipur and St. Joseph's School, Sangaipro have approached them with the problem.
Manipur government amasi mijeng changu haibani hariba asigumba tongan tongan school singda natragana private school singda mahairu examination thaba yahandri se masi yahanana ba aduga school singna so sigumba kano se makoi school singi mingchat phajagi mingchat ki damakta mahairu singna examination thaba yabagi ayaba ma pidriba se masi pigadabani ha wafum sina kone desamgi thamai kai thamisi.
The 77th Nupi Lal Memorial was observed at Jiri Imam Maira Paibi Apun Balub, Zimpal Office Complex yesterday. People offered floral tributes at the statues of Nupi Lal and Irabot and lit candles. The 7th death anniversary of Professor Naurem Sanajaubu was held today. Sanajaubu was a student leader during his college days. He was a founder teacher of Department of Law, Guwahati University, and became head of department in 1989. He also served as dean for 4 terms. People offered floral tributes at the event organized by Oza Sanajaubu Memorial Trust at Manipur Press Club. Vice President of Senior Citizens for Society Manipur R.V. Minting, President of OSMT Professor N. Rajmohan, and President of Kuki NP Manipur Thankose Haukip were among those present at the function. Now it's time for a short break. We'll be back soon. Keep watching Impact News.
Admissions open. Temple of Learning School gi admission hauzare. Loinana school lasina chahi tarama pung farak pagi harau tayama fongdok paga iroinana. Satra satri sing naming chanbada kudong chava kayam tizari. Kudong chava sing asi akak nabasit karakakini. Thu naming chanbiyu kudong chava sing si mangan biganu. Akupa marol gidamak Temple of Learning Kanchipurda contact tobiyu. Pauzen Zaba. Northeast India Development Party asi iramda Manipur gi chakwa thorangi damakta hiram khudingda kathokpaga loinana apunbagi pangalama sagaliba political party amani NEIDP na lisani tara tarita pangthoka doriba taramanthoi suba Manipur Legislative Assembly mikhalda party asigi damakta miyagi mahut sinduna leibaki thodang lobinabagi damakta tampaki constituency nifumakta mirep oibiningba madik charabam de leibaki chana kanglon gi oina akaiba leiti habi khudam leibiba masa masagi constituency da miyagi support fanglaba miyoisina paujada sipizari arepa apama leibiba sina isagi biodata makada pizari ba sari yohon birakna kanganzari ba Northeast India Development Party Sagolban Tera Lakrakon Beka Imphal West.
Beneath 100 meters from the Earth's surface, naturally filtered through saline stones, pure, clean and healthy water.
Welcome back. One-day political awareness camp was organized by Lilong Hawaii BJP Morcha Committee at the residence of former minister led Mohammad Helaluddin. Leaders of BJP Manipur Pradesh who spoke at the meeting stressed the importance of electing a common BJP candidate in Lilong to defeat the Congress party. Haubam Wataba Meitei and Malem Khomba Salam have been appointed Secretary of Youth Congress Committee of Inner and Outer Manipur Lok Sabha constituency respectively. National People's Party NPP, Khetrigao Unit and Shiza Eye Care Foundation held one-day free eye camp at Eastern Youth Welfare Organization, Bamon Kampu, Awanglekai. Around 100 patients were provided free treatment and concession for operation for eye cataract patients. NPP National General Secretary as well as intending candidate of Khetrigao, Vivek Raj Wangkem, was also present at the camp. Manipur SSB Pensioners Welfare Association MSSBPWA today released the calendar for 2017 at a simple function held at its office at Wangkai Kaitel Asangbi. Former Director of Fire Services Manipur S. Singhazit, former CRPF Commandant Nabukumar Singh, retired Director of Civil Defense Manipur M. Somokanta, MSSBPWA President T.H. Kunjakisore were among those present at the event. Muhammad Abdul Samad, son of Muhammad Aziruddin of Haibong Makhong, has been appointed General Secretary of Manipur National Democratic Front. The party issued a press note announcing the appointment. For the second time today, Susindro Foundation distributed old age pensions to 45 widows and 675 senior citizens above 60 years in Kurai constituency. The distribution was held at the residence of Laisangthem Susindro at Kurai Lamlong. Speaking at the function, El Susindro said pensions are distributed by Susindro Foundation to deserving people of Kurai constituency who have not received any pensions.
Masirasnitigi miyangsinda yengakanda akhoi phangba yaba miyosingda pibidabadagi akhoi foundation asina punchallaga akhoi punna piminabani kendra asigi manungda chakhot thorangi ne hairaga lokthokkiba ngatani adu mafamsingda chatlaga yengu matamda ꯊꯕꯛꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯁꯨꯔꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯀꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯏꯕ ꯇꯥꯡ 20ꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯁꯨꯕ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯍꯧꯕꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯁꯦꯛꯁꯟ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯑꯥꯏꯟꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯌꯥꯎꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯦꯖꯤꯇꯦꯁꯟꯅ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯕ ꯆꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯇꯩ ꯑꯇꯩꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯔꯅꯤ.
Maira Paibi members of Kaisampa Thokchom Laikai today protested by blocking half of the road against the non-repair of the small section of the road from Kaisampa Junction to Wahengwam Laikai. They said accidents have occurred in the small stretch of the road and warned that they will block the road if the authorities do not repair it by December 20.
Kaisampa Thokchom Laikai Kaisampa Taina Wal Kai Baugi Manung Sida Laiba Lambi Thokchom Laikai area Sida Machet Ama Kai Badagi Sitaram Badagi accidents in Nungtigi Tue Nungtigi Thokpadana Maram Moiraga Hona Lambi Si Chembiu Haitana Nasi Dharana Si Pamjavan Tang Kun Baugi Manungda Lambi Si Chembi Dragati Akoi Madidagi Akanba Kongjanga Janjalani Lambize Matamkatana Tinjinba Adu Akoina Lemnava.
The nation today paid homage to the martyrs who sacrificed their lives while defending Parliament House from the startling terror attack on this day in 2001. Leaders of various political parties and MPs also offered floral tributes to the martyrs at the plaque in Parliament House this morning. On this day, 2 persons from Parliament Security Service of Rajya Sabha, 5 Delhi police personnel and a women constable of Central Reserve Police Force laid down their lives while preventing entry of terrorists inside the Parliament House building. A gardener of CPWD also lost his life in the attack. 5 armed persons entered Parliament complex just a few minutes after both the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha were adjourned. The terrorists began firing and throwing grenades, and more than 100 MPs were present in the parliament at the time. One of the accused, Afzal Guru, was sentenced to death and hanged on February 9, 2013. Viewers of Impact TV of Kaisamthong Irampukrimapal area have been facing a lot of inconveniences due to the frequent theft of Impact TV amplifiers and cutting of cables in the area. The management of Impact TV appeals to those responsible not to repeat such acts in future. Now in sports, FC Jalan Sadar Hills have reached the quarterfinals of the 60th Sir Churachan Singh KCSI CBE Memorial Football Tournament. In the last match of pre-quarterfinals, FC Jalan Sadar Hills beat Klasa Kainau 3-2 today at Imphal Polo Ground to book a berth in the quarters. FC Jalan Sadar Hills Paulen Lai Kongsai, Seiko Hautuboy and Lalmin Lian Vaifei scored the goals in the 7th, 56th and 86th minute respectively. Klasa Kainaus Nabachandra and Laminthang Tauthang scored the 2 goals in the 5th and 90+2 minute respectively. DM Rao Awang Sekmai and Neroka FC Sangapam will meet in the first quarterfinal match on the 15th of this month at Imphal Polo Ground. The 6th CYLC State Level Open Tennis Tournament concluded today. H. Bhusan bagged the under 12 years boys title and Premjit bagged the men's open, beating T. Brojen 6-2, 6-4. H. Dilip and H. Ibotombi won the veteran above 45 years title, beating Kangjaba and Sanatomba 6-2, 6-3, 7-5 in the final. The tournament was organized by Association of Tennis Lover Singzamai Chingamathak under the aegis of Manipur Tennis Association at CYLC Dekotaf. 8 players have been selected to participate in Bhutan International Karate Championship to be held on December 17 and 18 in Thimphu, Bhutan. Manipur Amateur Karate Do Association in a press release said a 20-member team including 8 from Manipur will leave India on December 14. Mutum Bankim Singh has also been selected member of a referee commission for the championship. Wangoi Kendra Kang could have entered the semi-finals of Singzamai Kang tournament 50 to 60 years league cum knockout tournament. They beat Thangwaiban Kendra Kangkut 13-12 in the quarters played today at Singzamai Kangshang Namarakpa Mandap cum Community Hall, Chingamathak. Singzamai Kendra A Kangkut will meet Nambol Kendra Kangkut in the 3rd quarters on the 15th of this month. That's all we have for the time being, but before we end, the headlines once again. People intensify counter-blockade at Khumbong after a truck driver was hit by a bullet near Awangkhul in Noney last night. IBST and Inter-American University of Puerto Rico signed MOU to develop bioresources in the Northeast region. National Students Union of India to launch protest against draft National Education Policy to hold the consultation programs in Manipur. And FC Jalen Southern Hills enter quarterfinals of 68cc mid beating Plaza Kaino 3-2.